Do you want to do this shit?
You just took it.
We haven't started yet.
You just.
Why is your mic like cutting out? You hear that?
Took my gimmick, huh? You took my gimmick.
You keep pulling away. That's why. Hold on. I'll bring you up just a smidge louder because a part of me knows that you're not going to stay in front of the microphone long enough. All right. The colors are so fucking off, but whatever, man. All right, ready? Should we intro here? What, are you gonna just hit it?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the newest episode of the JD and Paulcast, starring JD. Hold on.
Do you know which one's which?
I forgot. It's been
oh my god, claps are nope. That one.
Oh, okay,
you want to start over? All right, here we go. I'll hit it. I'm closer. All right, 3, 2, 1, and.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the JD and Paulcast, starring JD and Paul. It's been a while, people.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna cut them off right there. That's fine. Okay, Paul. All right.
Can we fade that?
No, I mean,
wait, is this a fader for this? Hold on.
You could fade it technically.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
That's what you get a producer for. You get a producer to do those transitions for you.
We're just gonna do it.
Yeah, because we're doing it all.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it all live. We're doing it all by ourselves. The colors are off on all 3 of these cameras. This one looks green.
Okay, we're in the Matrix.
I don't know why. This camera's green. This camera's like light and almost looks like it has a filter. And then yours looks like it's a little too bright. It's all things that are bothering my OCD, but it's okay. Hello, welcome back. We are here for a podcast, particularly one involving someone right there. I mean, that's us from when we were younger and thinner, but
I had more hair.
we not losing hair. We both have really good hairlines. I will say that.
Shout out to genetics.
Yeah, shout out to genetics. Shout out to our family genetics. No, but we are gonna discuss. I guess we're doing a movie review. I don't know what that was, but
rewind selector.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
the Batman. Vengeance.
I am the night. Keep it going.
Darkness.
That's right. Darknesses. So we're gonna talk about Batman today. I guess we just saw it. We just saw the movie. The movie was it was good.
Very long.
Was it that long? It didn't feel long.
Because every time I thought the movie was ending, it felt like it discontinued.
I will say that it did have those moments, but it didn't feel like you know how like a movie drags on for too long and you're like, ah, God, can we get to the end? I didn't feel that when I was watching this movie. I kind of felt like, okay, I wonder if I did at the end say to myself, I wonder if there's a third act plus. I thought, that's what I thought to myself.
Yeah, because we'll get into it with the pace, but like near the end, I was like, okay, cool, all right, this is a cool. They can end it here, and then there's like, nope. Yeah,
definitely a nope. Let's continue for the next 20 minutes and keep it fresh, keep it new, and do all those things. But yeah, we're here, so we're gonna talk about it and have a nice little conversation about it. You never.
Get your hand out my face.
Then speak up.
Get your hand on my face.
It's the microphone's right there. Just pull it closer.
My voice doesn't travel very far.
That's not how microphones work.
Does not travel very far.
Well, okay. Where was your voice the other day when we were watching the Star Wars thing? It was loud and proud then.
It's the microphone, baby.
What? It's not the mic. It's not
microphone.
No, it's not.
I turn my hand like this, you can't really hear me. If I do this, that's good. Put it right here, you can't.
What are you talking about?
But my microphone.
What are you talking about?
Brought to you by Elgato. Shout out to Elgato for providing the. You
bought it.
I did.
So it's not provided.
Provided for you though.
Yeah, I'm a sponsor, but I'm sponsored. You hear I'm talking?
You have a good voice.
But I have your. Okay, we're not going to do this on this episode.
You have a good voice.
Welcome back.
Your voice travels.
It's not about traveling. Your voice is not built for traveling, Paul.
My voice is
Paul, that's not how voices work. You just have to speak up. I can talk over this sound and you still can't get there.
Nope.
All right, man. I'm tired of you.
Hey, how you doing?
8 years. It's been 8 years of this.
I know.
And we haven't even hit 100 episodes. But every season I count a year.
Okay.
So every season of our podcast is a new year, according to how I schedule them on the audio platforms. Please feel free to subscribe
And leave comments, please.
Leave reviews. Positive reviews would be great. But yeah, man, there's no reason that you cannot speak into the microphone properly. But we were not get into that today because you will speak up when you have something to say. That's what I always notice. When you have something important to say,
Justice.
you happen to get into it. All right, let's talk. So, how was your experience? I forget. I don't know how to review a movie. We don't have to talk about we don't have to spoil it or it just came out. It's been out a week ago. But I mean, we can spoil the things.
We could go. Sorry,
that's all good.
Bobby Schmurder.
So yeah, Paul.
Batman, starring Robert Pattinson, as I'm going to call him. Second role being a bat. First he was Edward Cullen, and now he's Bruce Wayne.
Edward Cullen
from
Twilight. Is that the character he played?
Yeah,
I forgot. That was a good movie. I remember that. I don't think I finished it. I think I watched the first 3 and then I got over it.
I saw all of those movies.
Did you really?
Yeah, it took like.
Why'd you go see them all?
I saw each one with a different woman back in my past. Same with telling on myself, whatever. Katniss Everdeen.
Okay, told on yourself for who? You're not dating anyone.
I know.
Told on yourself? What are we talking about?
Pretty P days.
Oh God. You're a clown, man. Speaking of that microphone properly. All right, so we just saw the movie. We sat through it 3 hours. It was enjoyable. Oh no, we're gonna talk about the movie. Then let's talk about the entirety of the movie. Scoot your foot over.
I just want to get comfy.
Let's talk about how we had this degenerate in the theater. This is part of my review of the goddamn movie because I couldn't get through the movie for the first 40 minutes. Hour, actually. There's a dude in the theater, son. Listen, there's a dude in the theater who is chewing on his popcorn like a madman.
Oh God!
Almost to the point where you would think, oh, this guy must be a villain of the theater the way he's behaving. Listen, I'm not trying to sound pretentious or uppity. I was in the theater. I'm sitting down. I'm enjoying the film, and while I'm enjoying the film, first 3 minutes, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Somebody's chewing on some food. Not a big deal. I'm sure it's gonna go by. It doesn't. It goes about 15 minutes, and this person has popcorn or some sort of food.
It was popcorn.
It was definitely popcorn. That's what I thought it was. And the popcorn was this. Let me explain. We're on audio. Great audio. Here we go. So if I was chewing popcorn, here's how you're supposed to chew. Do I have anything to chew on? No. But let's just say I was about to chew something. Here's how I would do it. Food in mouth. And You can't really hear that. I just smacked on purpose so you could hear something, but that's right? So this is how this person was eating their food. They put the popcorn right in between the teeth. Every single bite was right there on the teeth, and it was a whole lot of but not just one. I could do with one, and then you chew and close your mouth. But it was this. Was it not, Paul?
It was, but the thing about it was I didn't notice it until you brought it up.
You should have noticed it because it was goddamn annoying as hell. And Paul did not notice it until I because only reason I noticed it, and it's not like if we were in a different part of the theater, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But the fact is, I was sitting, like if I'm sitting here and I'm watching the movie, Paul's to my left. This person is chewing in my right ear. So
like three rows behind us.
No, one row. It was
like 3.
It was 1 row, bro. What are you talking about? It was not 3. It was the next row. Don't gaslight me. I'm not. Don't do that. It was not 3 rows. It was like 2
max.
Bro, it was not 3 rows. It was like maybe it felt like 3 from where you were sitting. I looked right behind me. And I told dude, I waited. I told Paul first, and then he started hearing it. And when he started hearing it, I was like, should I say something? And Paul was like, I don't give a shit. I'm watching the movie. I had to say something because it was disturbing the entire movie. Now, it would be one thing if he actually just stopped. He didn't stop. I looked back and I was like this. Hey, yo, my man. I was like, yo, and the dude couldn't pay. He didn't even notice me. He didn't notice me because he was watching the film. I am one row in front of him, by the way. It's not 2 or 3, Paul. How dare you? It was not 3. It was one row. Dude was right next to my ear, right in earshot. I look back and I'm like, yo, shh, hello, hey. And I didn't tell him to shush. I wasn't rude. I couldn't get his attention. So then I waved over the movie so it could come across his peripheral. And then he looked down at me in the next row, because that's where I was. And I said to him, yo, I like whispered, I was like, yo, can you chew with your mouth closed? I keep hearing it in my ear. And the dude looked at me and was like, he kept doing this. He was like, yeah, sure, whatever, dude. He was like, yeah. And I was about to make it racial. Let me not. Listen, he just kind of looked at me like, okay, son, it's not that big a deal. Relax. Now, it would be one thing if he was chewing like a normal human being, but he wasn't. He was chewing like a monster.
Then you made him get up and he left.
I didn't make him get up, Paul.
You made him feel self-conscious about his chewing.
I didn't make him get up and bring that goddamn microphone closer to your mouth.
Move to the other side of the theater.
Okay, I did not make him get up. I just said what I said. Keep backing away from the mic. I just said what I said, and then out of my peripheral, I noticed him and his friend stood up, started walking. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so you're going to go. It would be one thing to get up, go to the different area in the theater, and then be quiet with your chew. He went to the other area of the theater, and I could still hear him throughout the entire movie. And Paul could too, and he started laughing because he could keep hearing him.
Because I every time you just breathe, because
it was crazy.
It would go away from
crazy.
me, and then I hear you. He's still chewing.
Because he was, bro. Listen, I am not tripping here. It was the most obnoxious amount of chewing I've never heard anyone do that in a theater.
We have Gabe. We have Dave.
Okay, yeah, Dave. we got. Don't kiss it. Stop kissing it, Dave. Then y'all don't know this, but Gabriel doesn't know how to chew with his goddamn mouth closed. I had texted him halfway through the movie, and I was like, Gabe, this guy must be a friend of yours because he won't stop chewing with his goddamn mouth open. It was so frustrating. I couldn't stand it. And I'm not trying to be a Karen. It was bad, y'all. Listen, if anybody here was going to the movie theater, and mind you, it's different when you're in like a big group of people. Like if the theater was packed, I don't think I would even noticed. But there was only like 12 people.
12 people, yeah.
There was like 12 people there, and 1 out of the 12 chose to chew with their mouth open. But it's one thing to just chew with your mouth open, Paul. It's another thing to continue to do it for an hour and 30 minutes. Am I crazy? What?
I think you're the only person who really picked up on it.
I was the closest one. And you know what? There was a couple that actually walked out of the theater, but I think maybe because I don't know if they liked the tone of the movie. I'm not sure what it was that they walked out for, but that dude and that goddamn chewing was so bad that I'll just be honest, I couldn't handle it. I was like, I'm not going to sit here for 3 hours and deal with this. And unfortunately, I kind of did sit there for 3 hours. It got quieter when they finally did go back a few rows, because they weren't a few rows back at first. They were 1 row behind me. Stop it.
Okay.
Okay. And then the dude got up and went I think he went all the way to the back of the room. But my thing was like, yo, bro, what about your homie? Like that would be like me sitting next to you and going, and you just being like, that's just how he eats. That's just I guess that's what we do with Gabe. Except I'm the only one.
I think you're the only person who notices chewing.
Listen, I notice everything. All right, I
don't notice Gabe chewing until you say something.
Bruh, Gabe be like,
Gabe's a smacker.
But listen, I've looked at Gabe's mouth. Listen, because we'll be on FaceTime with this dude, and I love my boy Gabe. This is my boy, he's my bro. But I will be on FaceTime with him, and I will see him put some food in his mouth. And here's what he does. He sloshes it. He lets it rest on his tongue, and then he like, it's disgusting. And you know what? There's no way, and I tell him this every time. I'm like, there's no way your wife has not said anything about this. I was like, she must be so either used to it or mindful of it that like once you start doing it, she probably nips it in the bud, or I don't know.
White noise, baby.
It's a bad habit, bro. I'm sorry. That's not. I can't. That's a bad. That's like sucking your thumb as an adult to me. That's how it feels. It feels like you just said, man, hey, I can't. Like Dave literally used to be like, I can't stop. What you mean? There's too much food in my mouth. I'm like, boy, what? Kissing on them goddamn gummy worms when he came over to play Mario, man. Come on, stop playing with me, dude.
Batman.
That was more interesting than Batman. No, but yeah, Batman, man, is a cool movie. I mean, review wise, I like. I know me and Paul were in the theater, and we both said that this was one of the more like grounded versions of Batman I've seen in the last few years. Because I feel like ever since the Bale verse, or what was before Bale? Was that was George Clooney was before that?
Yeah.
Low key, those are classics. Listen, that's my Riddler. Jim Carrey Riddler? That's my Riddler.
Who killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger as what's it called? Mr. Freeze back in the day. That's what that was.
It was the cord. It was like under my foot.
I don't care. It didn't make noise. I just need you to make noise into the mic every time.
It scared me.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. But do you see the distance between my microphone?
Yes. Do you see the distance between me and mine?
It's a lot. It's
like the same.
Let me just turn you up because I'm just.
It's the same amount of distance.
Paul, they won't be able to. You're right. I know how to project better. That's all that matters. That's all it is. I guess. I just suppose that's all it is. Even though we have these, we have all this. We can move this around, and yet.
Hey, how you doing? Let me whisper in your ear. We really listened to that song as children.
The song was a banger, bro. I was listening to that at like 16 in
parties.
Hey.
Don't get work.
You got somebody behind you need to help.
Misogyny.
That's why young men all around the world are terrible. Not every
kids still booty dance or freak on each other, or do they just do TikToks?
I'm sure it's worse. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe they do those stiff ass. I just hate how stiff dances on TikTok are. Like I don't know why.
You know why?
Well, I mean, because it's all gentrified dances. Yeah, I mean, I know where the real swagger and all that stuff is at. It's in the part of TikTok that they only celebrate during February. But what are you gonna do? What was that? Oh, was that this one? The shoulder pop? No, that you got. Hey, hold on. Hey, also you're falling off the camera, bro. Get back in the middle. All right, Paul, tell him about your experience with Batman. How did you feel about it?
I really enjoyed the movie. It might be one of my favorite Batman movies. I think it's like on par for me, and actually I think I enjoyed this more than Dark Knight.
The first one or the entire
with Heath Ledger?
Oh, that's risky. I don't know. I don't know if it's that good. But you know.
Because I like a more cerebral Batman, where he's like actually solving crimes. Even though this is more like a Saw movie than Batman.
Yes,
it's Saw.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The Riddler was Saw, Jigsaw the whole time. Let's play a game. I want to play a game. I was gonna say, if you took this Batman and put it with Heath Ledger's Joker, that to me
makes more sense.
That's the perfect version of the Batverse.
Yeah.
But there's too many. I talked about this the other day on Twitch. I was streaming and people were like, "Did you see the movie?" And I was like, I don't care anymore, y'all. Like I love DC. I don't listen, DC, please put me in a film. I'm not trying to disrespect you. But what I'm saying is I don't have any incentive to it's like getting ghosted by the DCU at this point. It's like, yo, we got this, that, and this coming out. Psych, we're not doing that anymore. Or oh, this person didn't want to stick to the project, or we're getting rid of your favorite person, like
somebody got canceled,
or just the fact that it's like we're getting rid of Superman. I like Henry Cavill. He's good. He's a good Superman. Don't get rid of him. I don't know. It's just weird.
It's like it's a good first date, and they just ghost you.
Yes, that is the DC universe.
But I'm like, I want another one of these.
I do too.
I want another Robert Pattinson movie.
I do too, minus his hair. I hated it. I don't know why we got emo Batman. What was that? What was that? But have you seen that?
I've been down so many times. Oh, have you know how to believe.
I was gonna say, have you seen that TikTok with the kid with the hair, the swoop, and it's like, I don't know why I'm alive, but I gotta do it, and the kid swooping his hair. What is
that accent?
That's like White Valley grunge. I don't know. That's created by like Blink-182.
Green Day.
I don't know if they hit the eyes as much. Did they? I feel like that's a Blink.
Wake me up.
I think Blink-182 started that because they did the.
Where are you? I'm so sorry. Yeah.
And also, what was that other group? Sum 41.
Sum 41.
They did it a lot.
They're from Canada, so that makes sense.
And they probably just, I don't know, ripped it off from us, but I don't know. What?
I'm just thinking of every time he's on camera, I'm just thinking of, in the night I'm gonna fly away from you.
Listen.
Over again.
The hair was but outside of, like, to me, Ben Affleck has the best Bruce Wayne look. I'm not saying Bruce Wayne portrayal, just Bruce Wayne look.
Yeah.
I think but you know why? Because it fits my nostalgia. It fits the Batman animated series of 1990, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like the short, nice wearing suits. Like, it's not, it reminds me of, like, I always said this to you. I said, I think Pierce Brosnan would have been a great Batman Bruce Wayne looking.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what he reminds me of when I think of him. So, now, but I just don't get the hair. Christian Bale had the weird hair too. It's too long. I'm like, dude, you were a whole CEO. Why is your hair so long? Not that you can't.
He's rich, baby. He can do what he wants with his money.
I know he can do what he wants, but like, it felt like it almost, you know what it is? It takes you out of it because now Batman comes off like a kid or like a teen or like a young 20-something trying to figure it out. I'm like, boy, you in your 30s, if not late 30s in this movie.
I think he's like his mid 20s.
I'm sure he's trying to. Yeah, he's probably playing like 27. I get it.
And he never leaves his room. He's always in the dark. He's an emo kid.
I got that. I didn't dislike him being emo. I was just like, just cut his hair.
He's a goth.
The hair was coming over his face in certain scenes.
He had the black makeup on. He's totally a goth kid.
But there's no way that, like, okay, let's say we were watching a Batman animated show, a new one or an old one. Whenever they take off the helmet, do you think Batman has a whole swooping set of hair like that? I was thinking about just the helmet at that point. I was like, how does this work? It would have been better if he slicked it back. These are very weird gripes I have with this film.
Like you're reaching. This is like you're moving the goalpost.
I'm just saying that it was dumb.
First the chewing and now the hair.
The chewing was unbelievable, Paul. And the fact that you weren't as concerned as I was is ridiculous. But I will let you now tell me more about your thoughts on Batman.
I totally lost my train. I'm not gonna lie. Where were we talking about? Okay, so I like
chew. I'm just.
I like the darker. It's probably the darkest Batman series that we've gotten so far, which I enjoy. Because I'm tired of Batman always being like super duper. We're gonna have some kooky villains here.
Yeah, they always try to make the films like a spectacle, and this one felt just grounded. It felt like it was more realistic. Like, and even in the first fight scene with those, I guess they were kind of Jokers, weren't they? Low key
street punks, yeah.
Street punks, but they had makeup like Joker. Yeah. I imagine that those that even the first fight where he punched a dude like once and you were like, oh, okay, that's enough. But he did it like 2 more times, like, oh, let me put him down.
Yeah, then breaks his arm and
oh yeah, he broke a few. He took. I'll say this is the most bullets I've ever seen a Batman take.
Yeah, he's eating those.
Yeah,
that's what caught me off guard. I was like, damn, he's getting hit by Uzis all day.
Yeah, him getting hit by the Uzis was a little weird. I was like, bruh, you're not. I was like, does no one think to just shoot at his chin? No one thinks to shoot at this part of his face. Like none of this.
I'm was like, come on. There's like a whole fight scene of him in the hallway. It's just him getting lit up by Uzis for like 2 minutes.
I think it was just that was just artistic the way that they shot it.
It was a cool scene, but it's like thinking about it logically. There's no recoil. He's not when he gets shot. He's not like ooh. It's just. It's like he's being tickled the whole time.
Right, and there was no logic to that, in my opinion. It was just like, oh, Batman's cool. He could fight off. He could fight off billions of bullets. I was like, oh, that's how Batman gets down.
They never explained his suit. I was like, his suit must be made of vibranium. Just the way he was eating. I was like,
yeah, no, he was definitely eating them. Some weirdo going across it. We need Batman right now. There's a weird dude who I always catch on my security cameras who walks in front of my office.
I think I saw him when I was walking in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. When you walked in from the bathroom.
What's he look like?
Hold on. We're bad. It's just odd, man.
It's time for justice.
It's like every single night this dude walks past the building that I work out of, which is odd, which is weird. Hold on. I shouldn't have brought this up right now. Continue about Batman. I'll show you the video in a second.
I'm trying to see if there's justice afoot.
Well, my thing is like, since we got like a grounded Batman, did you enjoy the? I enjoyed the storytelling. I think it was probably one of the more. This is definitely one of the more for me like the better written movies.
Yeah, like
this is one of the best written Batman films that I've ever partook in, because I was like they actually like took time with this script, and also I was like, this is the best portrayal of the Riddler I've ever seen,
because he's actually scary. Because every time I think of the Riddler, I think of scary Jim Carrey. I think of in my brain it's connected a rhyme.
Okay.
Jim Carrey is like the portrayal of the crazy, goofy. Riddle me this, Batman.
Riddle me this, Batman.
Or if you played the Arkham games, the Riddler's a joke. Like everybody has like a fight scene, and like you fight the Riddler, and you just punch him once, and he's down. Like, oh, okay. So I was like, the fact that the Riddler's actually giving Batman problems, but the problems was I knew the riddles.
But wait, is he giving or is he giving? Is he giving? Paul's like, I ain't trying to hear that stupid phrase.
His outfit was giving murder. It was giving BDSM. It's giving.
Okay, you said BDSM.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's
not my thing.
All right.
I'm not into that.
What's that movie? Mr. Gray.
50 Shades of Green.
Of Green.
Because he's the Riddler.
Think
about it.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, he's actually like legit scary. Just like his motives made sense, but there's part of it I still don't quite get. After like when I'm thinking about it, I was like, but why? I understood why, but also like,
yeah,
why?
Well, my thing was his is it a affliction? That's the wrong word. It was his affinity for Batman. I was like, Batman, yes, he takes down people who are like, evil and crime, but he doesn't kill,
Or does he? Because
I mean, I feel like Batman has a kill count from like all the films from just like he's like a secondhand killing.
Yeah. He won't shoot the person, but he'll take somebody's arm who has a gun and then aim it at somebody and they will shoot them.
He did that. He did that. He definitely did that in the movie. I was like, my boy
doesn't kill, huh?
Yeah, my boy just cap somebody. I think he just did.
He'll cripple them and then he'll let them do it. So technically, he's not killing the person, but the other person's killing the person.
Somebody's dying when it comes to Batman. But I mean, I like the story. The story it was actually cool to see. Oh, that was the part that was really good about it, was not just the story being good and being grounded. It actually made Gotham scary. Like, that's the first time where it was like, because Gotham has always just kind of been a city that Batman is trying to fix out of corruption. This was the first time where I was like, oh, the city itself is actually dangerous. And, we see that in a certain way, but with all the crime boss stuff, I was like, these are the guys who are running the city.
Yeah, like regular street mob villains.
Yeah,
no flashy suits. Batman.
Yeah, not just you battling against someone who's dressed up like you, who's like an opposite vigilante or whatever, villain, is that what that is? I don't know. Yeah, that was the part that I was like, this is like crime lord styles type stuff. It felt like Sopranos or something. It felt like Batman can only do so much because he fights against crime, but at the same time, crime has a hold on the city that he can't relinquish.
Yeah, and like he's also helping the problem that he's trying to fix, but he's just making it worse.
Yeah,
by helping. So it's like, oh.
I saw actually an interview or a video today that kind of talked about something like that, where it was what's Gambit's name? What's the actor who played Gambit? He's in the sexy movie where it's like the stripper men.
Oh, Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum, thank you.
He did actually play Gambit though. He was supposed to.
Wait, was that not him in the movie?
No, you're thinking, what's that dude's name? He was in like a bunch of movies.
Either way. Oh, whatever. Never mind. Channing Tatum. Either way. It was Channing Tatum and it made me feel good about body positivity for myself, because I have not been working out as well as I used to. So no, they were talking about how it's toxic, that it was I forgot where I watched it, but it was a concept about movie roles. I think it was about Robert Pattinson and him not bulking up for the movie, but just kind of having a natural body, compared to how studios will tell you like, hey, you need to put on like 20 pounds of muscle. I need you to like, they say they were talking about it behind the scenes, talking about dieting, and they were like, it's not dieting. You just starve yourself for a little bit. And they were saying how that type of like keeping your body in check, if you were trying to do it for the long run, is not healthy. And the guy who played Icarus in Eternals, who was part of the Red Wedding, you remember this character? We just saw Eternals. But,
Rob Stark.
Rob Stark.
Yeah,
don't know the actor's name. Don't know his real name. Sorry. He's very talented though. He was saying that their portrayal of these types of like superheroes kind of feeds into the problem of society trying to look like Instagram perfect. Like he didn't mention Instagram, but I understood that's what he was trying to get at. So yeah, that was interesting.
Body positivity, man. Love your body.
I felt good. I felt really good after that. I was like, okay, a little pudge on me. I'm good, baby.
A lot of pudge on me, girl. Too. My time's over though. The winter's over. So like, this is.
So now, now you.
I gotta get Camille Nanjiani buff.
Hey, if I had the trainers and people who were gonna just pay to do that,
steroids.
That's something that they did mention, because I guess that is like a trait of the industry. They just get steroided up, but that's not, I believe, what any of them did, but I have no idea. Allegedly. Yeah, I don't know. Were there any other things that stood out to you?
I really like the dynamic between Batman and his supporting cast. Like, you actually see the relationship between him and Gordon, which I actually enjoy, because like every time you see in the movies, Gordon's just there to kind of monitor the spotlight for him. So it's like, oh, okay, come here. Okay, Batman, this is what's happening. And then he just leaves. But like, to see them working in tandem together is like, okay.
That was the first time I've actually seen Commissioner Gordon be so hands-on.
Yeah,
definitely.
And like him and Catwoman.
Yeah, also, they actually had a real rapport. It wasn't just like, you shouldn't be stealing. And it's like,
ooh, why don't you
stop me from stealing, baby.
And then it's like, oh, I'll stop you.
I love you. You complete me.
Yeah, that was well written. And Zoe Kravitz killed that. I think she did well. I'm trying to think if it would have been
Colin Farrell.
Hey, he ate that role up. That boy, it's always interesting to me when people who are not American can just kill being an American character.
Oh yeah, he's not. He's like, what is he like?
I
Irish?
think he's Scottish or something. I don't know. Colin Farrell. He talks like that. Something like that.
Good for him, man. First he was Bullseye, and now he's the Penguin.
He was Bullseye
in the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
I'd never watched it.
I swear we saw it together. I swear we did. A long time ago.
I don't remember ever seeing that movie. And if I did see it, then I was not paying attention.
Okay.
Michael
Clark Duncan as the Kingpin?
I literally don't remember the movie outside of scenes I've seen online. I don't think it was me.
Okay.
What year was this?
Shit. Hey, Google.
I don't know. But the progression, the people, I mean, me and you were kind of sitting there talking about like how long the film was, and I was like, I think we kept saying like, oh man, 3 hours is a long time, but I was like, it's not really that long. We're being entertained, and I'll watch a whole show on Netflix like that or live stream. But I was thinking to myself while watching the movie, I was like, oh no, the progression of this it's not taxing. It's not bothering me that this is a movie that's going to be like another hour and a half, 2 hours. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, oh, okay, I like where this story's going. And the reveal of Riddler was kind of like, okay. But I mean, the guy doing the acting, he was good.
He was good.
Yeah. He was good at being uncomfortably.
Yeah. The part that for me was, it seemed like the third act was just like, okay, cool. Let's ramp it up real quick. I was like, oh, okay.
Definitely got ramped up with the like levees break. I feel like they just wanted like a closing act,
a big action scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was kind of okay with them not doing that.
I was good with that too. I was thinking that they were just gonna be like, oh, okay, we got Riddler, and not necessarily the day is saved, but it's one of those things where your brain is already tuned into this being the ending, and then you get an extra 25 minutes, and you're like, oh, okay.
Okay, I guess we're doing this now.
That seems like a lot to just add at the end, but I guess you need a climax, and maybe, sometimes I always think to myself, like, I bet you they just wrote it in because they had the budget. They were just like, we need to spend another $2, $3, $4, or $5 million, or we're gonna have money sitting around, which you would think they would just like give to all the people who are working hard on the film, but no, that's not Hollywood. That's not Hollywood.
Not at all, baby. So like, the third act for me was like, oh, okay, because the way that I thought it was gonna end, I was like, oh, this is actually like a really powerful acting scene between two characters talking to each other. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
What is the fade to black? I was like, okay, I feel satisfied. It was a good meal. I was like, oh, we have another 30 minutes. Here we go. Like, oh,
where was that fade to black? I forgot. It was
literally
excuse me,
at the end of the movie. Like,
no,
the Final Fantasy, the Fast and Furious scene where they split paths.
Oh, is that when it kicked in? I thought.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. That was after.
No, that's where it ends.
That's when the movie ends. Wait,
what are you talking about?
I thought you were. Wait, what are we talking about? I thought you were. I thought you were talking about the fact that they got through the third act of catching Riddler, figuring out who he is, talking to him, getting information from his place, and then there was a fade to black there.
No,
and then the ending with like we're spoiler alert. There was
spoilers.
Gotham Square Garden and all this stuff, and the levees breaking. I thought you were saying like that was the extra, and you're like, oh, there's extra. That didn't happen after they rode bikes. That happened before.
No. I'm talking about if they would have ended spoiler. We're in spoiler territory right here.
I mean, it's been a week.
Okay, so after the Riddler and Batman spoke, he's just like,
yes.
I thought you were on my team. I used you, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no.
Uh-huh.
I felt like you could have ended it right there.
Yeah, no, I think.
Yeah. Because you find the plan, you leave on the clue. Does he really know who he is, or does he not? And it would have left enough to make you want more of it.
I'd say yes, but I would only say no because it was that moment of. That's only if they were, why they probably did that, because they were like, we're not confirmed on a second movie. So, but that part was them yelling through the glass, but I don't know if that would have been satisfying, because then it just would have ended with him in jail and Batman not solving the final part of the piece of the puzzle, which because he was telling him, he's like, oh, you're not as smart as I thought you were. And I would have been like, wait, what else did he do? And the only way you would be able to, in my way, kind of tie that well to satisfy audiences is if, okay, cool, end of movie, there's a cut scene at the end of the credits or in the middle of the credits that alludes to the sequel.
Hey, what's up, guys? Smash that like button. It's me, the Riddler.
What?
It could have ended like on him being because he's a social media.
He was a social
media influencer, vigilante evil.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Paul. Your version is not as good.
What's up, guys? Riddler here.
It's not.
Smash that like button if you want to change the world.
Not as entertaining.
Subscribe for anarchy. Let's go.
No, what? Why?
You end it like that. The tease. Is this thing on?
You're not speaking loud enough.
I'm the Riddler.
Oh wait, did he do that in the movie?
Yeah.
He said, "Is this thing on?"
No, he didn't do that. But like, it could have been like he was spreading his message across Gotham to cause more chaos, more crime.
I mean, the part where he was like, "I have you all." Well, nah, Paul, that doesn't even work because then he like all the stuff with like his little social media following with the 500 followers at the end that would have been cut. That'd have been gone. So we wouldn't even have known that he had like other accomplices who wanted to fill in the void of anarchy. I'm not saying that it's a bad ending. I'm just saying I think I thought to myself, there's a point in that film, I think it's actually before they had the dialogue. I feel like before they had the dialogue, when he's like, Riddler's asking for you, my brain is thinking to myself, if they never started like going through his things, then I guess you could have ended it like right before that when you found him at the diner. I thought that would have been the ending. But no, because then you got to get some.
You got to get the resolution.
You got to get some closure. You got to get some closure on why were you doing it, this, that, and the third. And then the closure turned into a third act plus, where you sit back and it's like, oh, this isn't my final trump card. I don't know. It was good though. Still, I didn't mind the ending. If anything, I was just like Riddler when I said to myself, I was like, Batman, you didn't realize he was gonna do this? What's wrong with you? I thought you was on top of these things.
Yeah, I like the fact that he was using Batman throughout the whole movie. He was just his tool of justice.
Yeah, he was just leading him like a carrot on a stick or whatever. I thought that was good. I enjoyed that. I thought that was well put together, well pieced together. I'm trying to think of characters in the film. I think the guy who played Marconi. That's it. Falcone, aka the dude from all the Transformers movies. He was fun.
He was also in The Big Lebowski.
He was in The Big Lebowski. He was in Transformers. He did a killer job playing an evil guy, and I don't think I've actually seen him play really serious stuff because I know him from Transformers, and I'm sure he's been in other things. But him trying to choke out what's her face, I was like, oh, this is getting dark. like
just like your person.
Yeah, just like her mom or something. I was like, wow, all right. I just liked the way they kind of portrayed the seedy underbelly of Gotham.
Yeah.
That was something that I don't think any of those movies have really shown us. They've always shown us henchmen running around in the streets. They're fighting on behalf of other people. Like Ra's al Ghul had all his ninjas, and Joker had all the jokesters, and there were some mob bosses, and him putting freaking Michael Jai White through a pencil. And
oh yeah, Michael Jai White was in that movie.
Come here, look at this pencil. Let me show you how to. That was cool, but there's and then Batfleck was not even in his own movie. He was just a part of the Justice League, right? Did he ever have?
He didn't have his own solo.
He was going to. What happened to
that? Don't know. DC fell apart.
Here, I'll help you. Just there.
It was good. What was that? No, it's worse now.
It's not worse.
It was worse. It was
just
worse.
Speak into the microphone.
Worse.
Listen to it. Listen. I have the gain bumped up for you. Still don't sound loud.
It's okay.
It's not. It's a podcast. It's literally not okay. It's not okay. Someone say something. Am I?
That was a popcorn burp.
The whole movie.
You should have recorded it.
No, well.
So you can play it on the podcast.
I wish I did. It was obnoxious. It was just not normal chewing. Just was not normal. All right. What were you gonna say?
Well, that's Justice, Vengeance, Batman.
The Night. I mean, I guess we talked about the movie, talked about what we liked, what we didn't like, characters. Andy Serkis was a great, what's his name? Alfred. The only thing, what are you doing?
Keep going.
What are you doing?
Justice.
The only thing I didn't like about I didn't dislike anything about Andy Serkis. I disliked the fact that Andy Serkis had a better haircut than Robert Pattinson.
He did complain about this in the movie.
I did complain about it during the film next to Paul. I was like, how does Batman have a weaker haircut than his butler? It makes no sense.
Because Alfred's in the world with the people trying to make sure that everybody's good.
And Batman's a recluse who doesn't know what supercuts is. Like, he could even get a better cut. Get a black barber, Batman. You're in New York.
No, he's
Gotham.
He doesn't talk to anybody.
No, he needs some friends.
The only thing he talks with are these hands.
Well, he needs somebody should have given him hands for having that whack ass haircut. But yeah, those are the things that I personally did and didn't like. I will say this: where do you think we go from here, film wise? If we even have, if you could see this continue, what would you like to see?
Well, it seems like they're going with the No Man's Land arc of the comic books, which was, I guess, in the comics, Gotham had an earthquake, and it messed Gotham up like real bad.
Okay,
and then it was like zones of the world were controlled by different gangs. So Penguin had a gang. Two-Face had a gang. I think Penguin, Two-Face. I think the Riddler might have had a gang, and it's like they're all trying to fight for
supremacy.
Gotham when it's like under duress.
Well, I mean, yeah, they did say, because spoiler alerts, Falcone was murdered, so they did say that him being murdered would create a power vacuum.
Yeah,
and you saw it during the film when Penguin was looking out the window and he's all like, "This city should be mine." Oh, that's what we should talk about. All these goddamn New York accents that are so bad, but they're not bad. They're like they're very comic booky. Like, "Hey, yo, Bush, hey, what you talking to this dude? Yo, is that Batman? Yo." that one lieutenant at the who was there during the scene where it's Batman and Commissioner Gordon, and they're talking to each other about him taking the back way out, and also just knowing, I guess, I don't know. It was just funny because the dude was like,
"Are you serious about this guy?"
I was like, what the fuck? I was dying, bro.
You pick up on yeah.
Oh my god. I pick up on sounds because I do voice acting, and I also pick up on just like when things are just way too campy. Like some of it threw me stupid.
Vengeance.
Hey, boys, you talking to this Batman guy for real?
Like his voice was so unnecessarily like
I come to you on the day of my daughter's wedding, and I don't understand, and this is what you want to do to me. This is how you think you're gonna do?
And like bad, like Robert De Niro with a helium tank.
He sounded like Michael Rappaport.
No.
But a calm Michael Rappaport.
No. Rappaport. Yeah, kinda. He had a little bit of Rappaport in him, but it was, I don't know, man. It was funny. I found it entertaining and goofy, and to each his own, I guess. What's up, man?
Vengeance.
Is that all you're gonna do?
I do like how they never call him Batman.
Did they ever call him Batman? Oh no, yeah.
They called him Vengeance.
I mean, did they say his name to him? I don't remember.
Hey, Vengeance. That's all they would call him. They would never call him Batman.
Hey, yo, V. Vengeance. I guess they kind of did do that the whole time. I'm trying to think if there was anything else.
Who are you? I'm Vengeance.
Yeah, they did. I guess they did call him Vengeance because all the letters to him were issued to the Batman, right? Yeah, and but that I think that's the thing about this movie. It's good because it didn't rinse, wash, and repeat with these origin story stuff. We jump into him kind of similar to like Spider-Man, where it's like, oh, he's been Batman for a minute. Yeah, like he's definitely been Batman for what feels like a few. They say 2. Did they say 2?
They said he's been Batman for 2 years.
All right, so Batman for 2 years and running around vigilanteism. This is the part that I mentioned to you that I thought was cool. It's the first time I've ever seen Batman in a movie where the cops are just like, that's just Batman. We just let him help out with crime and investigations. Nobody's got, like, they had people who had things to say to him about it, but there was no like pressure of, we got this. I mean, there was a lot of like cheeky, like, I can't believe this guy is here, boss. What's he doing here? But there was no like anyone chasing him. I like that because you actually get to see him build a rapport with the police.
Yeah.
Compared to every other iteration of him outside of maybe like the animated versions where he's a vigilante. Get him, chase him down. Oh, he can only be here for half a second and talk to Commissioner Gordon. We have to hide in secret to have these conversations all the time, which he did. But at the same time, you know, he was there during like the what is that? When you're
CSI,
the crime scene. Like he's at the crime scene. Like, okay, wait a minute.
There's a cipher.
Yeah. He's like, I think there's a riddle. Like, I thought that was cool. I was actually excited to see Batman just like be able to be Batman and not be forced out of it and have to run away every single time the police came around the corner. Now, him running out of the police precinct during that one scene made sense. And it's weird how Gotham is a present. The series is definitely present day because they have social media, they have cell phones, they have like big billboards like New York, like a Times Square. But at the same time, they kept the charm of the Batman comics and animated series with, you know, every cop has like a goofy hat. Like, you know, they have like 1970s kind of 70s.
I would say 50s ish.
Yeah, like they had like 1950s styled, not necessarily clothing. Like the jackets were normal, but then the hats were like you know, they're running. You know, it had a lot of fun campiness for the right portions of the film.
Yeah,
like there was only like one. The only scene I kind of was like, all right, that was cringe, was when they were yelling at each other, him and Riddler in the interrogation room. But that was it. And I was like, I'm not used to a Batman movie not being super campy and unnecessary throughout the whole film, because, you know, a lot of people love the Bale universe, but I will be one to be like, not my Batman. Sorry. I never liked how much of a voice he had to put on. And I used to I have really stupid gripes when it comes to these movies.
It's okay.
I wish I could pull up a clip, and I might have to do it, but his mouth I
know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what we're spitting on the mics and it's a pandemic. But during those movies, he would always why would he? Yeah, there it is. With the tongue on the lips. But you know what? That is kind of just how his mouth is formed, because I've seen him in other movies like The Big Short and other stuff, and he is very just normal. But I hated it, man. I hated it with a passion. I was like, bro, I was like, the best part of this movie is Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and that's really it. Also, I thought about this the other day. Why was Bane not Spanish? Why was he this? What is this? Bane has always been Latino.
Should have been Rey Mysterio.
He's a little
he's too small.
He's too small, and he's a murderer.
Yep. And he's the cover artist of WWE 2K22.
Oh, good for Rey. Good for Rey Mysterio. He did kill somebody, though, on accident.
He did. There's footage of it. 619 gone wrong.
Yeah, don't look it up. But yeah, those are my feelings. What's funny? You're pissing me off with this crooked ass mic.
I'm like laughing on the side because I didn't want it.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
The mic, first off, won't turn. Secondly, it's crooked. There. Thank you. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
I was imagining Batman going after Rey Mysterio.
Get back here. Get back here.
Vince McMahon.
No, thank you, senor.
All of a sudden, he's just like, what are you going to do, brother? There's no chance. Batman, you're going one-on-one with Rey Mysterio in Hell in a Cell for justice.
That actually kind of sounds cool, because I could see Batman taking the bat belt and putting it over his shoulder and like, in
this corner, hailing from Gotham City, vengeance. I could see his intro in the WWE. It's black, and then you'll hear his do.
What is that? From the animated series. Yeah.
And then as soon as it gets like the fanfare starts, you see the bat signal shine on the screen, and you see Batman rappel down.
You mean it's got to shine in the middle of the ring? You mean
no, like on the entrance ramp. Or he can Undertaker and just pop up in the middle.
I feel like he has to pop up in the middle like Sting all the time.
Sting!
Yeah, I feel like
wrestles too.
Yeah, I remember that. Sting Sting's a cool character, man.
62, still going.
He's 62?
Yeah.
That man's 62 still wrestling?
Yeah.
I saw him recently. He looks good.
Yeah, he looks good for 62, but I get scared every time
he
tries to do some dumb shit.
I don't want him to snap his neck or break a femur or
because he got put out of commission by Seth Rollins a couple years ago.
I mean, he's 62. He should not be doing this anymore. Speaking of not doing, this is off topic. Tony Hawk is broke his femur. Did you see that?
No.
He just posted that like he broke his leg, and it was just like weird because I was like, dang, bro. And he's like 56, 4. I don't know how old he is, but I don't know age, man. Mortality.
It's okay.
We got gray. We've been doing this long enough to have gray hairs, Paul. I know I got them.
I got mine are like
mine is sexy
in the side.
Mine.
My barber, when I was getting my haircut last week, my barber was like, "You good?" I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "You got a lot of gray hair at the top." I was like, "I'm 33."
I hate when people bring that up. Like people bring it up during my streams, like I'm not 10 years older than I was when I started doing internet videos.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, man. I'm lucky to have so much black still. Like, I mean, I'm not lucky. I guess I am. We are both lucky because there's a lot of guys whose hair is like gone right now. Like our hair is full as let me not jinx it, man. Knock on this wood.
We can get a sponsor from Keeps.
Yeah, we should. Yo, Keeps, sponsor us. God dang it. Now my hair is it's messing up.
It's okay. When I take these headphones off, I'm gonna have like a.
You'll have like a little yeah, I will too. A little divot, you know.
It's funny when I put on my VR headset because I have like a little baby mohawk.
But wouldn't that be a backwards mohawk? Because doesn't it go
like
down
right the middle?
It goes down the middle, and then it's that. Like that's the what's the guy's name?
Mr. T. Wait, no,
that's the dude. I'm talking about the Doc from what's it called? From oh my god, Back to the Future.
Doc Brown.
Doc Brown. You got the Doc Brown type of haircut. I feel that. All right, so what do we rate this Batman? Where do we let's stack it up in the realm of the bats, of all the bats. Of
actors or movie?
I don't know what feels better to you. You tell me.
Let's do movie.
All right, movie wise, where does this Batman place for you?
Second. It's my second favorite Batman movie.
Second favorite out of every single one ever?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be
what's number one?
Number one's The Dark Knight. Heath Ledger.
Dark Knight 2.
This is The Dark Knight.
What's the first one called?
Batman Begins.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
With Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah. Particular set of skulls. Gabriel. Why do you say it like that? It's so weird. All right. So yeah, it's number two for you on the list. Okay. Do you care to list the rest of the Batman? Where do you put? I don't remember the ones from like the 80s. I'm not gonna lie.
Me either. I remember I used to watch them as a kid, but like the ones I remember watching the most was Batman, the third Batman. No, Batman Returns. That's number 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's number 3 for me now.
Batman Returns.
This is one with Danny DeVito as Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman,
and that is Keaton.
It's Keaton.
Got it. Keaton.
It went Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney, Bale, Pattinson.
You forgot Batfleck.
I forgot Batfleck.
Mm-hmm. I will say this one. I probably put in the same spot as you because I think Dark Knight is my favorite one with Heath Ledger. I think Heath Ledger's performance is just crazy good. Like it doesn't. You couldn't tell me that was a normal human behind the mask, like behind the makeup. I was like, that's like the dude come to life in my opinion. And I feel like ever since then, outside of like Mark Hamill, that's how they portray him. Like they
like,
very
or it's like a combination of both.
Yeah, it's a mixture of like the whoa Batman, but also the Batman with the cuts in the cheeks. But yeah, I mean, we don't have to line up every single Batman movie because for me, I can't remember all of them. I would say that it's definitely Dark Knight. This one, I mean, let's not even match up all those movies. In the sense of Batman as a Batman actor, where does this guy stay on the spectrum for you?
He's top 3 for sure.
Yeah, I think he's top 3 for sure. I mean, but like not. Okay, hold on. Are we doing like as Bruce Wayne and Batman or just Batman? As Bruce Wayne, where does he stand for you?
3.
What's the list?
Bruce Wayne, Batfleck.
So Batfleck number 1
for me, yeah.
Okay.
Because I liked him as Bruce and Batman.
Okay.
Because quiet as it's kept, Batfleck still has the best Batman scene in any movie. The scene where he's like rescuing Martha. Why do you know that name? Like when he's like rescuing her, that's like the quintessential. If Batman, like that's a Batman scene for me.
This is the Batman versus Superman movie.
Yeah.
And it's the part where he's fighting Superman?
No, it's the part where he's like, after they fight, he's like, you need to go save Martha. He's like, who's Martha? He's like, my mom. So he sends Batman to go get her. And he's like in that warehouse with all the thugs.
Yeah, that was dope. That part was dope.
I was like,
yeah,
okay, because like he uses like the mind games, attacks the gadgets and all that stuff.
So wait, is he your favorite Batman or your favorite Bruce Wayne?
Both.
He's your favorite of both?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that. I would say he's my favorite Bruce Wayne because he just, to me, embodies what Bruce Wayne was for me as a child. And the animated series and like the way that like just the look, he just reminds me of how Kevin Conroy's character comes to life in that show. But then there's also like a part of me that it's not enough of it for it to be a full Bruce Wayne because I still see too much Ben Affleck in him. Like I don't get lost in the character. I get like I'm like almost there, but like I just like the way he dresses, the way he like carries himself, the Bruce Wayne of it all, and whatnot. I will say this: I'm not sure who the hell my favorite Batman is because I don't love the Batmans that much. I low-key like my George Clooney Batman. I don't remember him being wacky because I remember that being cool in the 90s, so I have no idea if it was cringe.
When was the
as
last
hell.
time you saw Batman and Robin?
I remember 96. I'm sure it didn't age well. I like that Robin too. Who was that actor?
Chris O'Donnell.
I don't remember.
He's on the show with the LL Cool J right now.
Oh yeah, he's the
NCIS.
NCIS. Yo, that's my Batman, man. I don't know. Bale's not my Batman. I'm sorry. Justice.
He doesn't throw hands with anybody. Like that's the problem I don't like about Bale.
I just remember him getting cut by Selena. Oh no, he got cut by what's her name? The Al Ghul daughter.
Oh,
remember that? You remember
totally
that scene?
Forgot that movie.
But no, okay. Wasn't it didn't she come back in one of them? No.
No, he gets stabbed. I think he gets stabbed.
He got stabbed and it was the most cringe. It was just he was like because they were, dating ish, and next thing you know, he got stabbed in the leg and he couldn't move and he was like it just wasn't mine. I don't know. This guy might be my favorite Batman if I'm thinking about it. He might be my favorite Batman. The way because he didn't really harp on the voice too much. He kind of just talked and he was like more soft spoken and kind of just like, we have to get to them. This is what we have to do. And that wasn't bad. I don't like the roundness of his leather hat.
His cowl? You don't like the cowl?
Is that what that is? A cowl?
It's called a cowl.
The top of the helmet?
Oh, like all of this is a cowl.
I didn't understand why they didn't shoot at his face because it was a leather mask. So,
or maybe not, because he took a hit that should have killed somebody, and the leather mask was not going to protect him.
I didn't see any shots to the face. Did I? I don't know.
No, when
maybe.
he hit the pole.
Oh my gosh, dude! that oh my god! There's a scene where he literally flies off the top of a building, which that part was not. I didn't love that because he got into a whole freaking what's that thing called? A wingsuit.
Wingsuit.
I was like, Batman don't need no goddamn wingsuit, bro.
This one he does.
His cape's supposed to fly.
This is realistic, baby.
It was way too. That part was a little too realistic. I was like, boy, give me a little bit of that campiness. I sound like a hypocrite, but you know, I don't know. I don't know if he was my favorite. This was my favorite Catwoman. I'll say that.
Yeah,
she was my favorite Catwoman because
she's really good.
I mean, she was really good. She's a great actress. I did not love Anne Hathaway, and I can't.
She was Catwoman. I told like
forgettable. No disrespect.
That Dark Knight Rises. I totally forget that movie except for
Brain.
You really adopted the darkness. I was born in. That's all I remember from that movie.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I don't know what else to say.
It's a good movie, y'all.
This one's a good one. This is one that I would actually like to see them continue.
Same,
but you know they won't.
They're not.
It's a one. I was actually kind of disappointed because at the end, I believe we saw glimpses of Joker.
We did,
and I think the only problem I have is why is it not Joaquin Phoenix?
Different universes, Bo.
Too much going on, DC.
Different universes.
You're losing me. You're ghosting me for different characters. Just give me one.
It's all going to be explained in the Flash. It's going to be explained in the Flash.
Oh my God! No, it's not. Is it?
Yeah, that's why Keaton's in it. Batfleck's in it.
No. Wait. Hold on.
You didn't know that
Keaton's playing old man. Oh, he's playing alternate universe Batman.
Yeah, he's playing his Batman.
He's playing the one that uses bullets because I've seen that animated movie.
No, he's playing his Batman from the '80s movies.
What? What is this? A Spider-Man No Way Home version?
Yeah. It's the Spider-Verse of the DC,
which is getting pushed
to 2023.
Push back.
That movie's supposed to come out in 2017.
Probably because what?
It was supposed to come out a long time ago.
Probably pushed back because this one's doing well.
And
they're probably like,
and they had the Flash TV show between that.
I bet you there's someone who's like, let's not mess up the momentum of what's happening here.
Yeah, but like the TV show Flash took up all the momentum.
Yes, he's fast, Paul. We get it. Barry Allen runs momentum. What the?
That's the way my brain works.
Wasn't that clever?
It
bro.
caught me off guard.
Yeah.
But like the Flash show didn't even start before they announced the movie before the show started.
Yeah.
And now the show went 7 seasons and is done.
They announced Flashpoint.
Yeah, they like.
I remember they announced like I don't think they were going to originally do Flashpoint when they originally announced.
There's a Flash because they announced all the movies coming out. The only ones that did were the Justice League movies.
Yeah.
Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman 1.
She got it too.
Man of Steel, and that was it. Everything else they announced out with the slate never came out, or their Aquaman. And they're like, oh, all these people are going to get movies, and they never did. Cyborg was supposed to get a movie, didn't get it.
Well, Cyborg went against the man, which I support him in because, it's funny how he was like, hey, man, they racist out here. They racist on set, bro. Booyah, they racist. It was funny how, and, shout out to Borg Life, man. Me and Balvin used to laugh our asses off with that meme because we could not take our Fisher, JJ Ray Fisher. He's a perfect cyborg. Or perfect. He sounds like him somehow. I don't know how he's pulling that off, but he sounds like the animated cartoon.
Booyah.
Listen, but he called out
Joss Whedon
wrongdoing on set, and that's not what you do in Hollywood. That's how you get canceled. Well, that's not how you get canceled. That's actually because he's getting roles. He's getting other roles in other projects. It's unfortunate though, because it's unfortunate when the studio ain't got your back, because it's like.
Yeah.
But then again, you know what? It's not the fact that the studio didn't have his back, because it wasn't just him against Joss Whedon. It was him against the head of DC, the Asian guy. I forget his name. It's like one of the CEOs of DC Comics, and he was telling his wrongdoing to him, but he said that dude was helping sweep it under the rug or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen.
All the way to the top.
Listen,
I saw that crime. Batman.
Listen, I auditioned for 2 HBO Max shows recently, so I would like to book all the roles.
Hey, cut this out. Cut
I don't care. I didn't say the other one. I didn't say the other one.
Cut it. I
didn't say the other one. I got a call back for something really cool. If it happens, Paul, when it happens, poppy. Because yeah. And are we getting any other DC version films? Is there anything else coming? Like, I thought Flash was it, and then we're finally done. I thought we're getting Aquaman 2, Flashpoint, which I swear was not supposed to be the original Flash.
Black Adam.
And Black Adam. But besides Black Adam, Flashpoint, and Aquaman 2, are we done?
No, they're making another Wonder Woman movie.
They're not making a third. That second one was dog.
It was terrible.
It was big doo-doo butt cheeks.
Respectfully,
I love Gal Gadot. She's great. Gal Gadot. That's her accent puts the dote on it. But yeah, what is I know the Flashpoint thing is him going into the future. No, he goes into an alternate universe, and we have Batman who has to fight with guns and bullets. I've seen it, and he kills people. And Barry Allen. I forgot the storyline of that film. That movie.
I forgot. The comic was he goes to another universe where the Batman is Bruce's dad and not Bruce. The Joker is Bruce's mom. And Bruce is dead.
Yeah, I don't know this. I don't know. I hope Ezra Miller's having fun on set. That's all that matters, I guess. He's a good Barry-ish kind of. I don't know. He's cool. I like him.
Who knows? They might bring in the TV Flash for it too, because you might as well.
They're gonna bring the TV Flash into the movie?
It wouldn't surprise me. He's already made
he's made the Flash successful.
Ezra Miller already appeared as the Flash on the Flash TV show.
Oh, I forgot they did do a multiverse episode, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Like, who are you? I'm you. They did this. They're doing Spider-Verse again. Because DC's got to copy everything that Marvel does.
That's not what they do. Is that?
Yeah.
You think so?
MCU started.
Oh, what's going on over there? Trump!
What is happening to the people of America?
Yo, that was us calling that out years ago.
When did this episode come out?
2016, right? I think
click the button, see?
You want to hear it?
I don't want to hear the button. I just want to see like if the date pops. 2016.
2016. This is earlier in the year before he became.
This is like right before the racist dog incident.
Oh my god. We lived through this. Also, put that mic near your mouth. But near your mouth, not up. Just pull it towards you. There you go. Now talk.
What's up, everybody?
Why? They're gonna. I'm telling you, they're gonna be mad because I'm listening and I'm trying to turn you up on my end and I can't get you any louder. You just don't project and it's killing me. Why do we podcast? All right, y'all. Do you have anything else to say or any final words?
Go see Batman or wait till it's on HBO Max next month.
Oh, is it on next month? I would.
April 12th.
I think it's worthy of going inside of the movies.
Yeah,
it was cool, especially since some movie theaters are kind of empty and nobody's really there. I think it's worth it.
Yeah. And we probably won't be seeing another movie until what? Doctor Strange?
May? That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to actually seeing a movie
It got pushed back, huh? Because it was supposed to be out already.
It was supposed to be out early. It was supposed to be out like March.
Okay.
It got pushed back 2 months. March, April, May.
Oh, I can't wait.
You think it's going to be good?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be good because there's like...
Some dude I just got off the show I was working on, worked on it. And I was like, hey, so Doctor Strange, what can you say? He's like, absolutely nothing. It's like, do you think it's going to be as hyped as it is? He's like, you don't know what's coming. It's just like, cool.
And by that, does that mean like, okay, this is going to be better than like, oh, I'm tripping. I haven't been turning you up. I've just been turning our headphones up. So you're hearing yourself really loud.
Oh,
I'm tripping. I thought that was me cranking up your gain. So this is how you sound.
It still sounds good to me.
Yeah, I know it does to you. God damn it, Jesus Christ.
People will talk to me about it. It's okay.
Listen, it's not a big deal. I just thought I was turning up your hello. What's that? What does that do? What is this for?
Is that for the special effects?
No.
Wait, no, because that's the
That's this.
That's the fader. Though.
What is this? Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to figure out, because this is as far as I can, like right now, if I brought myself down. That's gone. Okay, and my bad. This whole time, I thought I was bringing you up. I literally was just bringing you up in your own headphones, so you probably were like, this dude is freaking crazy.
Like I'm hearing myself.
That's so funny. I swear to God, I thought I was bringing up your gain every time. So there's no option for gain? That's just as loud as it goes? That's weird. I swear there's an option. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. All right. I think we're wrapping it up because we're at an hour and some change. Final. You want to grade this movie? Do we do that? Is that a thing that we used to do? I'm not sure.
I give it, if it's a grade of the letters, A. I give it an A.
Or my bad. Something out of 10.
I'll give it 8.5 out of 10.
8.5. I think I gave it a 9. I gave it a 9 out of 10 when we were in the theater. I was like, yeah, I like it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I think it was good because maybe I'm expecting it to be bad.
The DCEU has let us down, so therefore I was like, okay. But I've been hearing for months that it's really good, so I'm just like,
I liked it. I didn't hate it. I don't usually hate much of anything, but I genuinely sat back and watched that movie, and I was like interested from beginning to end outside of the popcorn eating and his hair and the popcorn. Those are the only two gripes I had. That was really it.
It's cool. That's dope animation, man.
You like it? Kobe back in the day. But that's the kid who he does. He's like the creative director for what's that thing? What's the thing where they verse each other with all the random characters for Rooster Teeth?
Oh, Death Battle.
Yeah, he's the I think he went from submitting his work to getting just a job there to becoming the creative director of the entire show.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if he does all the. I know himself he hires out workers, but I was gonna say he was doing a lot of the 2D pixel animations for a while, and then I don't think he does 3D. But talented dude. He did that intro for me back in the day.
Well, shout out to that guy.
Yeah, I forget his name. It's like I forgot his nickname. I tell you, I'm going trending for a meme. I told you that.
No.
Some Sonic the Hedgehog meme.
TikTok?
No, not TikTok. It's like a YouTube meme of that old animation I did. I haven't showed you this.
I saw you reacting to it on the thing, but I didn't know the context of it.
Yeah, I don't know the context either. All I know is that I'm listed on knowyourmeme.com.
Oh.
Is that cool? Someone said that's kind of cool. Hey, know your meme. So
look at you.
Look at me.
Golden play buttons and
I don't have a golden play button. I have not hit 1 million. I don't think I personally don't think I ever will. I mean, like I will, but I feel like by the time I will have accomplished so many other things that matter to me.
You'll be like The Rock. You'll get a diamond platinum.
I would
at the same time.
I would not be surprised if I got like an acting award before I became a 1 million subscriber person.
Jack Black that shit.
Is that something Jack Black did?
He becomes famous and then he gets on YouTube trying to be cool and he gets 1 billion subscribers.
That's like every celebrity though.
Djibouti Games or Jabuki Games was
Jablinski. What's her name did it too? Girl who plays Cap Marvel. She's got actually a good channel.
Okay.
What's her name? Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
She's a huge Nintendo fan.
She has a commercial. I remember that.
But she literally has it because like she made a YouTube channel and was like, "Hey guys, I'm making a YouTube channel." It was during pandemic, and she was like, "I don't really know what I'm doing, but it'd be great if you just watch. If you want to watch, you know, I'm a big fan of Nintendo Switch. It's my first video." She's cool. I respect that. I respect people who actually get online and want to be part of like the online culture and not just try to turn it into, oh, here's my spectacle of a life, but in like internet form. That's like what Will Smith does. But you know, I love Will Smith. But
I was gonna say this question is like, do you think kids know Will Smith more for YouTube,
probably social media,
or actually acting?
Kids of this generation, definitely. I mean, unless there's like people who are like our age, who are the parents who are showing them Will Smith, and they're like, you should watch this, The Fresh Prince. Like I can't. I don't know though, because there's not a lot of stuff that he does that's really kids like centered. Like I'm not sure, but I would say the YouTube channel I would say is like something that I know he definitely has. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if the young generation gives a flying F about Will Smith, if I'm being honest.
Okay, another question. I was talking to somebody at work about. Do you think kids of this day and age know Michael Jordan for his basketball prowess, his shoes, or the crying meme?
That is actually probably the best question you've ever asked. It's absolutely between the shoes and the crying meme. Shoes got to go number one, crying meme next, and then definitely basketball last.
I think the crying meme was number one. Because people probably won't know who Michael Jordan is, but they will know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like similar to like, oh, that's the Fortnite guy. So you're saying that if someone saw Michael Jordan, they would be like, oh, that's the crying guy.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. That sucks. That sucks, but I believe that's absolutely true.
Man. Shout out to Michael Jordan.
Shout out to Michael Jordan, man. He's a bajillionaire. Have you heard, I don't know why I'm even bringing this up. Have you heard the wheels versus doors debate?
Thank you, everybody, for the Judy and Paulcast. We're gonna end the podcast right here. I don't. Okay, hold on.
No, you don't have to answer. It's over.
What is it though?
It's literally which is more in the world? Do you think there's more doors than wheels or wheels than doors?
Good night, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm not even gonna.
It's dumb, ain't it? Ain't it dumb as hell?
Yeah, I had another debate. Not a debate.
I saw someone talk about it on Instagram, and then it happened to then like seep into someone else's video, and I was like, "Am I getting doors versus wheels algorithm suggestions?" And it's just dumb, just dumb questions dumb questions by dumb people, and we are dumb enough to bring it up on our own podcast. So
we have nothing but time on set, so this is like another debate my friends and I had. It's like, how come the world never gets heavier? Because we keep adding stuff to the world, and like I had to think about it. It was like, because everything that we need to create a building already weighs the same amount of stuff before building. Does that make sense?
Hell no. I was gonna say because we're floating in space and space is weightless.
Yeah, but not that. But it's just like, how come
the world gets heavier? Where would it go, Paul? You want it to like just
no, because like
go down a little bit?
No, it's like, how come it doesn't move? But like also like because the debate was, if things kept getting built in the world, how come nothing shifts in the universe for us? Is because everything that we need to create a building already exists in its preform before it's building. So therefore it's already here and not adding extra weight to the world. Does that make sense?
No, bro. I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean it's already here in preform? What does that mean?
Okay, so like the building, you build the building. All the materials and stuff to create the building
Oh, you mean like, okay, everything that you would use to create a building is already there and exists. So why would it matter if you just stack it up on top of each other?
Right.
Okay. You're just talking about Jenga at this point. But I will say this, not all of it has been created yet. Some of it is stuff that you have to go into factories and build out first, and then it would be there. Like a steel beam isn't just laying around, and like wood isn't just laying around. They're trees. So I guess that's what you mean? Like trees are already on the earth.
It's preform, yes.
It's in preform. This is your dumb ass. This is a dumb. This is all you, baby.
These are debates we have at work, baby.
Y'all be bored as hell at work, dog.
Yeah, 12, 13-hour days doing nothing.
Oh my God. Hey man, don't say it too loud. Your supervisor will come find you. No, that's
doing nothing.
That's
we do our job, but then
no, of course it's entertainment. People who don't work in entertainment industry. Paul has been working on multiple television shows and projects since last June, which is great. Super proud of him. I'll give him some of this, which is great. And you all know that I work from the other side. He's behind the camera. I'm in front of it, and it's the same for both sides. I feel like they give you all more work, honestly. I think like I will sit back and have like a 16-hour day and work an hour and a half of it. Like,
it's kind of the same, but we're always around.
Yeah, you always have to be on call,
ready to go.
I just have to be ready for whatever my time is. Like if they say like, "Hey, we're gonna use you between this and that," then sure. And then they won't, and then I'm sitting in my trailer for X amount of hours, and that's the worst part. Well, it's not the worst part. There's worse. There's parts that are way worse, but that's the part that's kind of annoying. It's the hurry up and wait mentality of Hollywood or entertainment. It's like like I guess an example, like I did the AT&T commercial, and shout out to AT&T though, they're really cool. They actually sent me the final versions of all of the commercials, and I did not see them outside of the internet, which was Instagram. So they sent me like the 16:9 1080 versions.
Ooh.
It's good, but when they called me, it was like, oh, your call time is 7 a.m. and I'm like, okay, cool. So early day, we're probably gonna get started soon and whatnot. Not the case for me. It was quite literally, you're here at 7 a.m. JD. We're going to shoot with everyone else between like 10 a.m. or actually probably like 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. Then we're going to go to lunch. Then we're going to eat from 1 to 2 or 1 to 2:30, give or take, depending on what the director wants to do or client or whatever. And then we're going to film more with those people between 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Then it's 6 p.m. It's finally time for you to be an actor. And yeah. I'm like, why am I here so early? Why am I here all day? But you know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't ask those questions anymore. You know why? Because I'm a professional. Oh. And I know better than to ask stupid questions.
Yeah, you don't ask questions. You just do what you need to do.
Well,
do what you need to do.
But you know what? In the world of social media influencers, they have no idea that that's what you're supposed to do. Because I will go on sets with, sometimes I'll do projects like I did Disney XD, and I was there with a bunch of YouTubers and whatnot. And the producers were trying to produce the show, and you've got freaking content creators standing up mid scene, and they're like, well, maybe we can try it like this. What if we were to go over here and do? I was like, boy, I'm like, let the director direct. Don't get in the way of the progress, because you're at that point, unless they tell you we want your input like that, it's not a collaboration unless you. I mean, I like getting to the point where they do ask me for advice and stuff. Like, I'm a very personable dude on set. Like, when I get on set, I'm always like I'll be the one dude who's like, I just don't care about not necessarily hurting anyone's feelings, but it's like, I'm not here to grovel for these people. They can't do the job without me. I sit back and I'm like, who you gonna go get last minute? We on set right now. You can't replace me right now. You're gonna lose money if you do that. So I try to just be friendly with everybody who's there. I always talk with the people who I feel like a majority of the cast and crew fear the most. Like, I'm always just friendly with the directors. I don't know how. Like, even the director on the AT&T project, dude was screaming. And I did not understand why he was screaming. He was a nice guy, but he was just like yelling his head off when certain actors didn't hit their lines or their marks at the right time, or when they didn't roll camera properly, the right time. It's just he would just be like he wouldn't say it to someone, but he'd be like, God fucking damn it. He just would start going off. And I was like, I've never seen anyone act what I felt like was unprofessional like this.
Yeah.
But then it's my turn in my scene. For some reason, he changes his persona entirely. He's like, hey, JD, do what you want to do, man. Have fun. It's all good.
You got him at a good moment.
I got him in a good moment, or
because that's how it is. It's like,
I don't know.
On our set, like, we have the first AD who's like in charge of time and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and they're always stressed.
Yeah, always. So we were coming back from lunch, and one of the actors was still eating lunch, and because they filmed late, all we hear is, what the fuck? They gotta be on set like right now. What's going on? So, like,
I hate that.
But like everything is on walkie, so like you just hear everything on the walkie.
Yeah.
Like,
I just hate that.
It's like, okay.
I just hate people who lose their cool on productions, or it's the same when like someone takes their job way too seriously for me. Like if you're, I don't know, like at a Best Buy and you ask somebody to like, you ask them a question about like, hey, do you guys know when this is coming in? They're like, hey man, I don't know about, they just get all uppity, and it's like, because they think they have a power of authority, and like for and entertainment, my thing is just like, I'm there because I enjoy it creatively. I'm gonna get jobs. Doesn't matter if this isn't the job for me, it's not the job for me. I'm not gonna be rude, but at the same time, the over dramatization of like, it's like something's gonna happen if we're not. I always sit back as the performer, and I'm like, I mean, maybe some performers, I'm sure when you're like first starting out, like, I got nervous. Get nervous when you start out, but like my brain is just like, I sit back and I'm like, bro, this is one of like, but you know what? That's the thing. I do too many different things. If I was only doing acting, I'd probably be more concerned, because I'd be like, oh, this is my check. I have to make this money. But since I have like the internet, you all, Paulie here, I just never fret.
Yeah. And that's one of my I guess technical skills that people like about me being on set is everybody is always stressed out.
I hate that.
Except your boy.
Yeah. Because what is that? How does that help? It doesn't help you.
And that's what I tell people, because like when I was on that dating show, when I was on that dating show, there's just a bunch of people screaming over walkies and like the contestants, because my job was to deal with the actual contestants. Mm-hmm. And it's a dating reality show, so like everybody's either drunk or screaming or angry at each other, and I'm always around. And this one dude is like, a fight is going on, and I'm just chilling. He's like, bro, I'm just like, what's up? He's just like, how are you always so calm during these horrible situations? I was just like, it's just a job, bro.
It's just a job.
It's just a job. I'm just here.
It's not life or death.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just making sure that you guys are cool, you guys are good, and then at the end of the day, I gotta go home. I was like, I'm not tripping. None of this matters to me. It's like, it matters because I'm here, but like when I leave here, I don't think about this.
Like,
you'd be a great dad.
I mean, but also,
yes.
I don't know. It always struck me as weird. Like, especially when I used to do that Facebook show, they would want to like over rehearse like till the cows came home, and I was like, if we do too many rehearsals, I'm gonna be burnt out by the time it's time to go live. And also, I was just like, you guys can't pre-plan live television or live.
No, not at all.
I'm like, you can work out the kinks and figure out what you want to do. But I was like, I would jokingly threaten them, my producers. Like, they'd be like, well, JD, are you comfortable? And we would just want to run a few things. I was like, hey man, get a PA, bring them in, stand them in my spot, and run whatever you need to run. I don't need to be here anymore. I'm good. The script is not even, I don't have to memorize it. It's in front of my face. I'm going to read it on a teleprompter, bro. It's over. Let's just like relax and take some time to decompress. And also, I would always threaten them and be like, well, you don't know what I'm gonna do when we're live. I might just fucking shit the whole boat on purpose. I might be just done with this. I would say shit like that. They would get so uncomfortable. They'd be like, Jay, it's not funny. And I'd be like,
it's pretty funny.
It's kind of funny to me. And at the end of the day, I was like, y'all aren't gonna catch, like, okay, so y'all will catch hell if like there's a technical malfunction. But I was like, in the real world, all the blame of this show is gonna fall on the person that everyone sees every day. They don't know any of you behind the camera. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to be like big dog them. It was just so annoying that they would like a few of my producers would just be so uncomfortable with how honest I was. They would just be like, hey JD, like, cause I got a funny mini story about and we should get out of here because you got to go to bed, and so do I. It was our, what do you call it when a person is running the stage? Stage manager?
Stage manager, showrunner?
Showrunner. Our showrunner was telling me, cause I was calling out the show, cause I was just like, I forgot what I was saying. Something about how that show wasn't being marketed properly. And I was annoyed, and I was like, why are we even here doing this right now? It's not like anyone gonna watch this right now. Like, I was saying it into a hot mic and all this shit. I don't know what I said, but he was just dude looked at me and he was like, hey JD, people are listening. And I was like, I don't care. I was like, I was like, good. I hope they hear me complain about how I'm the one here who understands social media and you're not using it to our advantage. What the fuck are we doing, bro?
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, obviously that's something where you got to have a lot of confidence to even say stuff like that. And I'm not saying it because I think like I'm irreplaceable. Sure, they could have replaced me, but being replaced as an actor isn't that bad because it's like if you know that you can already book, you're like, well, I will just book another job. But you know, and it's also not something to like talk down about the project. It's just one of those things where it's like it's frustrating when you're on something that you're proud of and everyone around you is acting like it's a big deal, but then you see how it's coming together and you can tell that you're kind of just being like fed a bunch of like unnecessary BS.
Gaslit.
I guess technically you're being gaslit is what it would be called, but it doesn't feel like being gaslit. It feels like the rug's being pulled out from under you and now you're stuck here and you could be going and doing like other cool stuff, but just stick for the money. I'm not gonna lie, stayed for the money. So, all right, we done? And, also, I'm so frustrated that this camera has the best lighting. This one looks terrible. This one you're faded. I don't know why. We'll figure it out on the next one. Nobody cares. That's what there it is. Nobody. Are you smoking?
He said I was faded. So.
Oh, faded. All right, y'all. That's it. We're going to get out of here. Thank you for watching. Till next time, it has been the JD
and Paulcast.
Claps. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye. What are you fading? What are you doing?
Oh, because it was
it's audio.
Yeah.
Cut the tape. Cut the tape, man.